Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this has been a long time since my last upload, which was right before the new year. I'm super excited and thrilled to show you this makeup look. I love the way it turned out. I was hoping to recreate something like this and it was just perfect the way it came out. Today's technique, I've used some different techniques from my foundation routine and I will show you in a bit. So we're gonna go dig right into the makeup. First thing first, we're gonna do priming, which is basically my vitamin C by Pixi Cosmetics, and as you can tell, I have pretty much used up the entire bottle because I not only use this as my primer, but I also use it as my moisturizer on a daily basis because of the vitamin C serum in it. It is so beautiful and it makes my skin like baby soft. Also, it's perfect for makeup because it has that tackiness into it. Now I'm going into my eyebrows routine. For that, I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pencil in shade dark brown. This has become my go-to brow pencil actually, because ever since I started working, which is like the last 7 months or 8 months I've been working in my legal field. That is my day job, which is okay, not so interesting, but this is more interesting obviously because arts and makeup and painting and colors are just my thing. So I have been wearing that brow pencil almost every day to work and it stays so nicely on my eyes like throughout the whole day without smudging or budging. Now to prep my eyes, I'm going to use my P. Louise eyeshadow base. Now it is in the shade Rumor 02. Now I noticed one thing about the P. Louise base is I tried to first apply it with a flat brush, but I noticed it leaves a little bit of those brush strokes and I don't like it. So I'm going with a fluffy brush and taking a little bit of more product into it. I'm going to go and double layer this. Now I'm going to be using my Be Perfect Carnival palette, and there are a few shadows that I've used from this palette which I didn't actually show on the camera, but I'm going to tell you the names. The first color that I'm using is actually called Fade, which is like a beautiful brown transition color. It is also kind of like a cool tone brown because I'm going to lay down a lot of blue shades, so I didn't want it to be like too warm tone. I wanted it to be on the cooler tone. Next, I'm using the color called Vex, which is kind of like a grayish brown, and as you can tell instantly, the color combination with the cool brown just changed totally into like a grayish vibe. Now we are building it towards creating a blue eyeshadow. Now I'm going to create that outer V so that it looks nice and elongated. Next, I'm using the color called Nude, which is a beautiful navy blue shade, and using a big brush, I'm going to dab it all over my lid. I'm just basically placing the color here right now. I'm not going to blend it yet. Here, using a clean brush, I'm going to now blend out the edges and only going to take it as far as I wanted it to be. Again, I'm kind of going in and dabbing in a little bit of more color, and then now I'm dabbing some more black here. The color that I'm going to use from my palette, it's called Lights Out, which is like a black color, black eyeshadow color, and it's beautiful because when it blends together with the navy blue, it creates a very beautiful transition and also makes the blue look very rich. Okay, I'm sort of satisfied with the way my eyeshadows blending happened already. I'm now going into my eyeliner. For that, I'm using my Inglot liquid eyeliner in shade Black. And it is in the number 25. Now using the Lights Out shadow, I'm just going to blend out my eyeliner as well with a skinny brush and some black eyeshadow, which is called the Lights Out from the same palette. Now I'm going to pop my lashes on. For today's lashes, I'm going to use this Lashator, and it is in the style called Girls Night Out. This is actually one of my favorite lashes, and I've been using this lashes quite a lot for my heavy bridal makeup looks, and as you can tell, it's super fluffy and the moment you pop those lashes on, it instantly changes the way the whole eye makeup looks. So honestly, I have to admit that lash is like a game changer to any eye makeup. Now going with a little bit of more eyeshadows, which is a black eyeshadow, I'm going to basically cover up any remainings of those glue. Now before I go into color correcting, I'm going to clean up any excess makeup that has fallen under my eyes from that eyeshadow. Here what I did was I actually mixed my LA Pro Girl Concealer in shade Orange. I mixed it up with a little bit of regular concealer to make sure it's not too orangey. Now I'm going to just cover up my entire chin area and my under eyes, and the reason why I'm doing it extra today is because eyeshadows are super dark. I want it to be brighter base just so that the whole eyeshadow turns out much better. Now going with my L'Oreal Infallible Foundation, this is in shade 108. I'm going to use a flat foundation brush to lay the foundation all over my skin. Now notice I'm doing it a little heavier than I usually do, is because first of all, this is supposed to be a bridal makeup, so bridal makeups are usually a little heavier, but it all depends on how well you blend it. You're gonna see by the end of it, there's nothing gonna be cakey, nothing's gonna be patchy, everything's gonna be well blended. Now using a sort of like a flat angular chunky brush, I'm going to blend that all over my skin. This is the brush from Eyeshadow. I will link it down below. Their brush quality and the price is amazing. Now next I'm going to be using LA Girl Pro Concealer. It is in the shade Creamy Beige. I'm going to apply that on my highlighted areas, which is my underneath my eyes, bridge of my nose, forehead, a little bit on the chin, and Cupid's bow. I'm not sure if I did the Cupid's bow because I really don't remember. I did, yes I did, a little bit. And then I'm going with the same brush and just blending it around those areas. Now, I don't know why I kept bringing the stupid mirror in front of me the whole time without realizing that the camera cannot record, and the camera is recording but is not recording my face. But yeah, so I hope you understand. I'm so sorry about that. It's been a long time. I guess I'm out of practice when it comes to recording in a perfect way, but you know, I'm gonna get there again, I promise. So once the highlighting is done, I just blended out all the highlighting, and once this is done, now it's time to lay the contour. For contour, I'm using this LA Girl Pro Concealer in shade Beautiful Bronze, my bad, Beautiful Bronze. And I'm going to cream contour my nose, the sides of my face, the perimeters of my face, and also the forehead. Now notice it's been a long time since I've last done a cream contour. Today I'm actually taking it up a notch and doing a total bridal base look using foundations like L'Oreal, you know, and LA Girl Pro Concealer. These are most likely like our drugstore products, but you will see how beautiful the base actually turns out. So it's not about what product you use, it's actually how you use it. It is what's very important. Now I'm going to blend all those contourings, and I love the blending. Once the blending is Once the blending is done and completed, just have a look how beautiful airbrushed that looks. I'm going to show you a big difference between the two sides, and you will just notice right away how beautiful that looks. Look at that. So once the blending is done, it's beautiful. How beautiful that just laid out. Now instead of setting with my powder, I'm going straight into my contouring powder. For that, I've used my Studio Sculpt Defining Powder in shade Dark Deep. I'm going over the contouring first before I set my under eyes and highlighted areas. I'm doing it a little differently. Now before I set in my under eyes, I'm going to make sure there's no lines under my eyes, and then I'm going to go straight within with my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm going to apply that powder straight away under my eyes, and then forehead, and basically all the areas that are highlighted. Do you see how nice this base is already turning out? How beautiful that blending of that contour was, and then the contouring powder all together. Now to blend everything together, both highlighted areas and contouring, and to create that transition between those segments, I've actually applied my Fit Me powder. This is in the shade 315. And I'm going to also apply that on my neck area and everywhere else. Now I'm going to be using the bronzer. This is the Sun Kissed Beam bronzer by Revlon Cosmetics in shade 115. I love this because it has a tint of shimmer, which is beautiful. To set everything, I've used my Morphe makeup setting spray, and now I'm going with my highlighter. For that, I've used my Revlon Skin Light highlighter. I'm also, first thing first, I'm going to actually do my inner corners of my eyes and also my brow bone with the same highlighter. It looks so beautiful. It is so pigmented, guys. Most of the times when I'm doing my inner corners, I'm always using a highlighter, just so you know. Now taking that little bit of that blue, I'm just doing it under my eyes a little bit so it looks nice and, you know, kind of like completed. Now I'm using the same highlighter on my cheeks, my cheekbones, right? Yeah, cheekbones. And then Cupid's bow, my chin, and also my nose, and a little bit on the forehead where the light comes and hits. And that's it, guys. Look at that. How beautiful this looks. Can you tell this makeup has been done using drugstore products only? And then to set everything, I've used my Morphe setting spray. Now this is probably the only non-drugstore product, which is called For Sure. For Sure. This is the Extra Dimension Blush by MAC Cosmetics, and it has beautiful shimmer to it, which makes it look very nice, shiny, and at the same time glowy, but not super duper dewy. Next, I'm using my lip liner. This is the one by MAC Cosmetics. It is in the shade called Chestnut. Now, I did not plan this makeup tutorial to be mostly drugstore, but it just happened to be. But I'm pretty impressed by how this makeup has turned out. I had something else in my mind. I had gold and blue, but I wanted to do again a smoky and something different, unusual that I haven't done on my channel. So this is something I haven't done on my channel, I can guarantee you that. Now going in with my lipstick, I've used Revlon lipstick. This is in the shade Nude Velvet and in number 125, one of my favorite nude color by Revlon. And for mascara, I'm using the Super Fan by Smashbox Cosmetics. And that's it, guys. That is the final makeup look. Oh, and I just realized that I forgot to do my waterline, so I've used my waterliner by MAC Cosmetics, and it's called Fascinating. And that's it, guys. That's the final makeup look of this entire tutorial. I hope you guys have enjoyed this makeup tutorial. Honestly, this makeup is my favorite, by far my favorite. I love the way the base has turned out. This is what the base is looking after half an hour. Once the foundation has oxidized a little bit, you can already see it matches my skin color and everything. I actually initially applied one shade lighter, but it worked out perfectly, beautifully, and it matched my skin so nicely after half an hour. So this is what the final look looks like. I hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. If you guys have any questions, leave it down below, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you next time on my next video. Till then, take care.